there, I'm Kat. Thank you for joining me for Chat with Kat. We're going on a journey and having conversations with people from a variety of backgrounds and experiences. And during this journey, we're going to probably laugh and smile. We'll have moments of compassion and cry. We may be angry or feel confronted, and we may be amazed and just need to ponder. So whatever the emotion is that comes up, let's take a moment to breathe and ask ourselves why we're feeling this. And also, let's ask, what can I learn from this? So go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and make sure that your friends and family and colleagues and anyone you feel could get something from this gets to see this. So let's get on with our journey with Chat with Kat. Hi, sorry, today we had some tech issues with the video. We do have the complete chat on the audio and partial video, so please enjoy. Well, hi, Gabriella. How are you doing today?
And you?
Good. I'm so glad to be able to have a conversation with you today. I only know you through the Self-Perfected group, and I don't even know if we've even met in person yet.
Yeah, just a group online, you're right.
Okay, so then why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, and obviously we'll be sharing this with people so that I'm sure they don't know who you are either. So,
okay, I'm a Mexican girl. I'm mother of 2 boys. I'm divorced and I'm a widow as well. My first marriage is it didn't went that good. But from my second marriage, when Paul passed away, it was like always not honeymoon, but because always there was the responsibility to take care of my kids. That's my priority as a mom. And right now, I became a widow 11 years ago. I live in Minnesota. I met Mitch and Pedro last year. I went to the Self-Perfected in the event of Miami. And for me, I was living in California before all this. I was living in California for 11 years. No, 13 years. And when Anthony became 13, I moved over here. So my husband passed away 12 years ago. It was shocking. It was a very devastating part of my life. But anyway, I moved to Minnesota and with the hopes to be better and increase my money and increase everything, my life, be better in my personal development. So,
wow. I mean, that's quite the journey to pick up and move and create your whole life. I mean, I know I did it, but for a lot of people to move to a different state or a different country is a very scary thing because they have all their friends and their community in one place, right?
You know what? I didn't think it like that. I think like my oldest son was living here with his dad. Before when I was married with his dad, I came here and I knew more or less how was going to be the situation and everything. I came 2 times before I decided to move, and I thought Anthony and we just agreed that it was a better place to be, money wise, and I was going to be closer to my oldest son.
Oh, good. Well, that's good that you had an easier transition because I think a lot of people find that quite scary and quite a big life change, right? So
no one believed that I am here. No one could believe that I say I'm moving to Minnesota. No one. My mother-in-law was just mad at me, and why you move so far away? You're not going to see Anthony, whatever. I mean, I was not going to stay over there. So,
yeah. So you met Mitch and some people, I guess, over a year ago. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So what is it that interested you about the group?
Personal development, be a better version of myself, and continue growing. Now I have ideas of becoming an entrepreneur, trying to create a business, uh, trying to create a dream that I had when I was a teenager. And now it's just like something that I was not expecting it. And I work for that, and little by little, baby steps, I think I'm doing. So, and I enjoy it.
Good. So what kind of difference have you had so far in your life being part of the group?
Well, this is embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you. I was talking to Mitch in one of the meetings that we have, and I was very concerned about it, that I was falling. In some time of the day, I get tired and I feel like sleeping, and I snooze at work. I fall asleep for a little bit. And like I close my eyes like for 10 minutes or something like that, but those 10 minutes for me are the glory. Anyway, and I was very concerned. Says me, Gabi, put it in TT, and he gave me a list of words, and we put it in TT, and you won't believe it. I was amazed. That week that I started, I didn't sleep at any time. And right now I'm not sleeping. And it has been 2 weeks. And I know it's embarrassing, because how are you going to be falling asleep? Yeah, I need to be moving, and sometimes it's too quiet and too relaxing for waiting for phone calls. I work at VIP. It's a food shelf. In the food shelf, we provide food for 150 people every day, food, low income people that they need food. But there's people that they don't speak English. So I answer and make the appointments for them, or I register them. And sometimes it could be 2 or 3 phone calls, or sometimes it could be like 20 in one day, and I am in charge of that department. Or there sometimes they put me to the back so I can help with interpreting, translation. Sometimes they put me in the front because they need people. I do that kind of stuff. It's a social work.
Okay.
So that's why I am.
Wow. So how did you make a move from going from Mexico to the United States? I mean, I know living in Mexico, I know a lot of Mexicans who dream of going to the United States, but what was it that got you there?
First, I was married with one person. My first marriage was with a person that he was living in Minnesota here. I married it was like a family thing, because my dad was friends with a sister of my sister-in-law, and things like that. Then while I was waiting for my paperwork, and they become a lot of trouble. Then I got divorced. I came back to the Minnesota, and I was not very comfortable living in here anymore. So we divorced. Then I went back to Mexico with my parents. I had Herman in Mexico, because in that period of time, it took me 1 year to get my citizenship, my residency. But in that period of time, I got very sick, and I had my oldest son with me. So then I met Paul, the love of my life. And he is an American citizen, and he was living in California at that time. So I moved with him, It's because I met Paul. It's a long story. I met him at the beach in Ixtapas, Guatanejo. We fell in love, and then I was married at that time, and I didn't do that transition very fast or whatever. But that's why I'm here, and then I came over here again.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I know a lot of people think and maybe it is, it's hard to go into a different country, right? When you're, especially from Mexico to the US or US to Mexico, or I think a lot of people think the process can be very hard. And, I had a friend who married a Mexican, she was Canadian, and it took her a long time to get her paperwork to be able to live in the States. And when she was in doing that, she couldn't even leave the States. So she was stuck, in the country. But it is possible. You just find a way, right?
It is possible. Everything is possible. And I think I with all this being self-honest and trying to record my life how it is, I can tell you that I consider myself like a trooper. Like I have too many things on my mind all the time. Probably that's why Drake doesn't allow me to talk too much. Or I give him too much example, or Drake likes to talk, I don't know. But I'm always want something better. And that's why it brought me to Self-Perfected. And I have my kids and everything, but I also look at it as a support for my family,
So tell me more about how you see it as a support for your family.
Maybe with a group, that the community that Mitch and Pedro are building is amazing, because if I have a conflict or a question, they can help me. I try not to bother. I don't like to be bothering people every 5 minutes. But if I need something, I know that they can help me in some point. This and being honest, Self-Perfected in Minnesota is a very good community. It's a great support. So that's what I like. Mitch and Jess are making events for summer and spring and winter and fall. And it's amazing how they can get so many people together and they can teach. And I think that's a very good way for living. Because actually for me, I see the difference of education from Mexico and the States. And I bet you anything that Mexicans, Hispanic from Mexico, they are more capable and they have more knowledge than here.
Really?
And wow. I see it because I have my nephews and my nieces. Then they speak very good English, and they already finished school and everything. And here they just go with the system. They just want the kids not to learn, they just give things like, I don't know. They don't teach. I don't think they teach. They say, do your homework. I don't know what they teach. They don't even care if they do their homework.
Yeah. It's interesting, the differences. You're right. I think with some good schooling in Mexico, I think the kids are very, very well educated compared to the United States, and even now compared to Canada, because Canada's not doing so great there either. So,
how are things in Mexico? You don't mind me asking?
I love it right now. I mean, I'm in Cabo San Lucas. So we're in the Baja Peninsula. So we're Mexico, but not Mexico. That's what the Mexicans say here. We're Mexican, but we're not. We're Mexico, but not Mexico.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
So we don't have all the noise and all the chaos that some parts of Mexico have, but there's places in Canada and places in the States that have a lot of noise and chaos. And honestly, it's, I don't think we should be just judging one country by certain areas.
Yeah, true enough.
But yeah. So in the time that you've been with Self Perfected, what kind of difference have you noticed in your own personal life?
That I have in the creating more stuff. I become an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So, and before I was nothing like that. I feel like creating and doing something, and those dreams were kind of like in dreams. I didn't think that I could be able to accomplish. So I think I'm more open to talk, and I feel more confident in some points. And I'm still a long way to go, but that's why it has changed to me.
Wow. Amazing. So as an entrepreneur, what kind of lessons are you learning that you maybe didn't know before?
How to create a business. Like I'm trying to sell gift baskets. By the way, Sika Gifts, what is going to be soon, is gift baskets for Christmas, for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for Kids' Day, for Valentine's Day, for any type of occasion. It might be custom made, and for every season. And also I have bags, like purses for ladies, in crochet.
Mm-hmm.
My sister makes them, so I'm just helping to solve that. And making soap. I'm making the soap, or natural soap.
So has your business started yet, or are you just about to start? Like get
I'm
product out
just
to
getting
people?
products together, and I'm just getting the products together. I mean, I make the baskets. They're already pictures taken and everything, examples. But the website hasn't got. My oldest son is helping me. So that's what I'm doing. And for also school supplies and college supplies for people that goes to college.
Okay. Good. Okay.
How long you have been in Cabo?
I've been here about 3.5 years now. So I was going to ask you, what do you want now in your future, that you start a new business, you're doing Techno Tutor, you're in the Self Perfected. What do you want, or what do you see for your future now?
I wish I could have someone in my life, a partner. What else? Have my job up and standing. I have good sales and make extra income. I'm going back to school to study community health navigator. So those are my projects, and to be able to see my kids continue growing and development, because my oldest son is 22 and my youngest is 17. So I just want to continue seeing grow, and to become good men in life, and to travel at some point again, to have money and to travel.
Right.
I'm going to the cruise with Self Perfected. I'm just looking forward for it. I'm very excited. But because I don't travel that much, I want to go.
Good. That's great that you're going. I'm planning to go.
Yeah, please go, because I'm looking forward to meet you.
Yes. There's so many people I want to see in person, because I haven't only seen them through the group, right? So online. Right. So is your youngest son living in Minnesota as well, or is he in California still?
No, he lives with me in Minnesota. It was a very hard for transition for him, but now I think we're okay.
Yeah. Oh, good. And is he so is he getting into the group at all as well, or he kind of thinks something silly?
Sometimes he wants to go, sometimes he doesn't want to go. Sometimes he's silly, he doesn't work, he's a clown or whatever, but I don't know. I just like to be in self-reflection because I feel better. I feel with lots of energy. I have too much energy in me.
Yeah.
And
No,
I just enjoy have that energy that I have.
No, it's a great group of people. And I mean, I've gone through some things in the last little while, and I have to say it's been a very good support system. And they also have been really good at keeping me accountable to doing things and being, not facing the things I need to face and go through it. Right. So.
Yeah, right. They make you feel very open and realistic in what you have to do.
Mm-hmm. So if you're looking back at your life now and you could go back and talk to yourself as a child, maybe 5 years old, 10 years old, what advice do you want to give yourself?
That I'm impressed all the things I have done in my life, and that every time that I get up and I accomplish whatever the project is, I'm happy. Because when I was 14, I had a neurological problem, a surgery, and I was very sick. And many people say, "Wow, Gabi, I don't know how you did it or whatever." But then I separated from my first husband, I got very sick again, and they removed a shunt that I had in my brain that they put out when I was 14. And just going through all these adversities in my life, now that I realize it, and I say, Gabi, you don't have to feel less than other people. You're capable like other people are, and you have to continue with your life going through. And I am very happy and pleased, proud of myself. Sometimes I feel proud of myself because I turn back and think, am I doing this again? Going back to school, for example. I was studying law in Mexico City before I get married.
Oh, wow.
And I say, I don't want to go study, I want to get married. So because I start kind of freaking out and I sabotage myself. And I know that here in the States, I was going to present a lot of tests. And I had to accomplish a lot of stuff, making tests and tests and tests that I don't like to make tests because I get very nervous. But now I just feel more confident sometimes. I'm not saying all the time I feel confident, but most of the time I try to feel confident.
Oh, that's incredible. And I think, and good for you for being able to be proud of yourself and be confident in yourself. I think there's a lot of times we don't feel that way. And so it's great that you do. And it's great that you can look back at yourself and be proud and be confident, and even with everything that you've gone through. So I love that. If that was a piece of advice, I'd love that, to be confident and be proud.
It's a lot of work I had to manage in my life, and I becoming self-conscious, self-honest, and I've been a very lucky girl. I have great parents, and my dad was an amazing man. You know how much everyone loved him. I have a great mom. My brother and sister were great. Unfortunately, my brother just passed away on July 3rd, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I mean, those are the kind of things that when I cannot do things and I say, "Oh, how you cannot do it," you try and you try again. And Mitch told me, "Hey, Gabi, there's a good thing you can study so you can have more money or something like that, a better job, better income." I say, "Okay, let's start, check it out." And I check it out and I say, "It's a good pay for phlebotomist, drawing blood." I study and everything, but I get so nervous in tests that I was afraid of not passing the test.
Mm.
And I always jinx myself for that. Now I'm not going to jinx myself anymore. I'm just going to do it and I'm going to study and I'm going to pass and I have to feel confident. I don't know why I always like that, but no more. I'm trying to be positive.
Good. That's fantastic. And I think that's really is the key, is to being confident and just having that knowing that it's happening. No doubting it. Just go ahead, do it, right?
Right.
Wow.
Learning is every day. You learn something new.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. If you're not learning, you're dying, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what do you have advice, like if you were to talk to somebody right now, what advice would you give them about either life or about self-perfected or both?
Oh, very simple. In life, never stop chasing your dreams. You are a creator. And if for self-perfected, you want to really be a better person of yourself and realize what's good or what's bad in your life, go to these meetings. Continue, because you're never going to stop growing. Make sense?
Yes, 100%. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine.
Is there anything else that you want to mention or let people know today about anything about life or advice that you want to give?
Life is too short. Never give up. I mean, no matter the adversities, there's always something good in your life. No matter what. That's it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. That was so touching. I appreciate you coming here to, taking the time to speak with me, have a conversation. Thank you, Gabriela.
Very welcome. And call me Gabi.
Oh, Gabby, thank you so much for your time today.
See you.
See you.